everyone, welcome to the Manifesting You YouTube channel. Just want to say first off, thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, interacting. It's been an amazing experience for those of you that have been following the monthly tarot readings, and because they have gone over so well, and I just find astrology to be so fascinating. Now granted, for those that are skeptical, it's not a perfect science, but I view it as a science. I use it as a diagnostic tool that gives you insight into people. It helps you to understand others that are different from you. And yes, there are lots of variations, just like a fingerprint. No one is the exact mold of a sign, but it gives you insight that you may not have any other way. So I have found it to be a pretty powerful tool. And with the monthly readings surrounding your zodiac signs, I wanted to give just kind of a general, not exhaustive insight into each particular sign. To maybe, if you're curious about someone else, if you're dating someone else, or you just want to see more about you, I wanted to create this little series. So if this sounds appealing to you, keep watching. And this also can resonate if it is your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign. Okay, so now we're going to do Scorpio. So if you or someone you know is born October 23rd through November 21st, then they or you are a wonderful Scorpio. So a few key terms in regards to Scorpio are, I would say, first and foremost, empowerment. A Scorpio is all about power. And they're also about change and transformation. A Scorpio is always seeking to go deeper. And because of this, they develop instinctual crisis skills. Also with Scorpio, sex and soulmates and deep interaction and bonding are key themes. So when you see a Scorpio, or if you are a Scorpio, one of the most intense aspects of your sign is power. Now, the sign of Scorpio is seeking power, but it's not in a direct, domineering, aggressive way. In fact, it is a power that is unseen. And because of this, Scorpios are fascinated by secrets. They want to understand all that is secret and unknown. Most Scorpios, pretty much all of them, I believe, are endowed with a natural psychic ability, and not only a psychic ability, but an awareness of the motives and driving forces of others. They literally can sense what motivates other people. Now, granted, they're going to be most in tune with their loved ones and those that they are around, on a regular basis. But a Scorpio's gift is a powerful psychic awareness of what lies underneath the surface, below the surface, the motivations of others. And because of this, Scorpios are fascinated by psychology. They are very charismatic people. They're magnetic. A Scorpio is mysterious. You can sense that there's much more than meets the eye with a Scorpio. They have a lot hiding below the surface, and they have this alluring quality, mysterious quality, where you want to know more, but do you dare to know more? And because Scorpio is a water sign, it has a heightened ability to sense the deep emotional needs and wants and motivations of others. So a Scorpio's quest is one of deep psychological healing. A Scorpio is seeking to not only heal their own wounds and traumas, but also their spiritual calling is to help heal the wounds and traumas of others. And the only way for a Scorpio to do this is to go through intense metamorphosis, transformations. And so that would be the second thing that rules Scorpio, is transformation. A Scorpio is very, very deep, and they hunger and they thirst for that which is deep. They need that. They need to find the depth in the world, in themselves, and those around them. The reason for this, the question is why? Why is a Scorpio so deep? Why do they like to know who you are at your deepest, most, soul purpose level? The reason for this is that their purpose, one of their key purpose, is to dig below the surface and to bring to the surface that which is hidden. That which is hidden from what we see, the unseen realm. They're meant to delve down into the depths to discover what could be lurking there. And what's beautiful about Scorpio is they actually have the courage and the drive and the force and the will to do so. They seek to dig below the surface to find what is hidden, to bring it to the earth and to transform it. So if it is dark, if it is shadowy and things that people are, it's either forbidden or scary, a Scorpio is going to bring that to the surface, bring it to light in all of its rawness and its pure form, and using their magnetic will and power to shift it, to change it. They have an extreme sensitivity to emotion, and because of this, they have a depth of character. So yes, Scorpio can be on the negative side of emotion, but they can also be on the extreme opposite and the positive side. So they can take those painful, dark secrets, and through God and their spiritual self, they can transform it into a higher vibration and into forgiveness and those highest attributes of compassion and tenderness. So a Scorpio's life path will be about unearthing this old baggage for themselves and for others. They will attract people, situations, relationships that are going to bring these issues to the surface so that they can be released, so that they can be transformed into something higher. And the goal for a Scorpio is to take something that maybe once was defeating or in the dark and to bring it into power and to make it more empowering for themselves and for those around. And in order to do this work, which in my opinion is a high calling with high responsibility, there is, God has given Scorpios a sense of intensity that you can physically even feel. Maybe a Scorpio doesn't say much, but they have a presence, they have an intensity about them. And inwardly, a Scorpio is going to be feeling whatever they're focusing on. It can tend towards obsessions even, or compulsions, but the Scorpio is going to feel an intensity unlike any other sign. They're not matched by any other sign as far as the depth of intensity and feeling. It's incredibly powerful. And obviously this could probably be quite scary for a Scorpio, like they don't want to feel this, but this is their gift that they have been given. The goal in their highest frequency is learning to channel that power and that intensity for their highest good and for the highest good of the situation. That is why a Scorpio is amazing in crisis or in chaotic situations. It's almost like they're being trained to handle a crisis moment. They're put into these deep, intense situations so that they gain knowledge, so the next time they know exactly what they need to do. They can be calm and in control and in power. For a Scorpio, unlike an air sign, a Scorpio needs these intense situations. They need intense interactions, relationships. They don't want to play on the surface. That's not where a Scorpio dwells. A Scorpio dwells, doing the work in the depths. A big part of Scorpio is self-mastery and discipline, and that relates to this intensity and power that they have been given. They're a fixed sign, and so with this comes an intense sense of commitment, loyalty, follow through, strength, and a depth of emotion, a depth of character that makes them incredibly loyal to the people that they care about. Obviously, with this depth of Scorpio, another common theme for them is deep bonding and connectedness. Like I said, a superficial relationship is not going to work for a Scorpio. I mean, if they're in one, they probably won't be very happy. Emotions, they want to connect with others in an emotional way, or to feel at least that person is connected, because they can sense it. They know if a person is connecting with them on a deep level. And a Scorpio wants mutual validation. Once again, they're not the type of sign, whenever you have water there is a mutual quality to this where the water flows both ways. The Scorpio wants someone else to reach them, to meet them at that place. So in relationship, obviously, we have intense passion. We have deeply emotional qualities for Scorpio. And the purpose for this is to facilitate a very strong bond. It can be so deep and so intense and so powerful for Scorpio that there can be a temptation to be absorbed by this and almost swallowed whole. That's how powerful their emotions can be. But a soulmate relationship is very important for a Scorpio to feel fulfilled. So another thing I could say about Scorpios is they're not going to show all their cards right away. They have to trust you, and there's probably very few people that a Scorpio is ever going to divulge their complete self, because once again, when you have that deep of emotions, you have a sense of vulnerability. And they are very, very cautious about who to share that, underbelly of what they're truly feeling. So it takes a lot for a Scorpio to trust you. It's a very fragile thing. They really need that sense of stability and emotional security and closeness in their relationships. And the right person will obviously honor this and be sensitive to it. Now, when a Scorpio is in their negative side or negative aspect, they can be more prone to jealousy, overly suspicious. They can also, if they have been hurt or wounded, revenge is, definitely going to be a challenge for them. They can have harsh judgments, and if they're not utilizing their powerful urges for good, it can turn too far to the left, where it's like too destructive. It's like too obsessive compulsive, but in a negative way. Lastly, a Scorpio can struggle, until we all have spiritual wounds. So the issues of abandonment or guilt and like high suspicions, like not being able to trust anyone, those can be some issues for Scorpio in the negative aspect. So the body part that Scorpio rules is the sexual organs, and this just speaks again about how immersed Scorpio desires to be with the other, the sexual act. It's like a union. So they rule the sexual organs. So if there's any issues going on there, obviously that can be a sign of imbalance. So Scorpio is a very powerful, magnetic, amazing sign. I really hope this has helped you. If it has, please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the awesome Sagittarius.